Well then, chat can hear us now.
Whoa.
And I'm fucking ready for this. Hello.
You are too excited for this. It's making me nervous.
I don't know why I would be making you nervous. Oh, hang on. I just realized, hang on, I need to fix that. There we go. Haha, fixed it. Okay, Ayla, don't forget to change your reactive back.
Oh no, I have to go into my room for that.
So, last
That's
we left off, you guys ventured to the edge of the glass beach, to the edge of Asunia. Rain received the information that Domi is currently at the bottom of the sea. The bottom of the Cliffberg Abyss. And the information about the other relic as well being located within the forest on the south end of the Empire, which the name is escaping me right now. The South Edge Forest. But choosing to ignore these directions for now, you made your way to the Gamsai Isle, where you know a ruined temple awaits, with a friend or a foe hidden within. Fernek revealed to the party that on midnight, the 1st of Naton, he will be leaving. And it will not be of his choice. And where we ended last session, Rain attempted to re-summon Harbor, only to summon someone else instead. A familiar new to him. So, I believe we were just at the end of a watch and just waking up for the next day.
That sounds right.
Indeed.
So what do you do?
Righty.
Die.
Understandable.
I guess, after the death, okay, so, a few questions that I was thinking about. Surely Helibor's been to the island before, right? This seems like a druid-like haven.
Helibor may have been here before, but I think honestly, like, because the thing is, druids kind of make a point of avoiding this place. And I think Amaryllis, like, might have brought Helibor here once, and then I don't think Amaryllis would have drilled into Helibor that this isn't a place that you should go, but I don't think Amaryllis would have brought Helibor here much.
Is it known the reason that druids avoid it?
Amaryllis probably would have explained to Helibor that it's just, this is the last untouched place on Azius, and the druids want to leave it that way.
That seems like a very druid reason to do something.
Yeah. Fair.
Now Helibor's even more mad at these people on this island for being here.
Okay. In that case, Helibor is going to look for a, particularly tall tree that she can try to climb to get, like, a vantage point. Oh yeah, the other question I was going to ask. Is there anything at all, like, from, viewpoint of the running druid or from, like, the really tall monster. Anything that she could gauge, like, where is the mountain in, like, relation to that, or, like, anything that would give her a geographical, like, okay, it should be from this angle or, like, this spot of the island.
Roll... I think that would be a nature check. Roll me a nature check. But I'll let you use your wisdom instead of your intelligence.
Yes. That is what I always do. Ooh, that is quite good. That is... I'm gonna guidance that. That's a 29.
Okay. With a 29... You couldn't see where the mountain was in of itself. But you had a vague idea of what time it was. It was near to sundown, but the sun was still shining through the trees, meaning that that the mountain was on the opposite side of where the sun set from. Or this was on the mountain itself, but on the side opposite of where the sun sets. Or on the side where the sun would set. So that kind of effectively cuts about a quarter of the island out of the picture with that information alone. I would also say you saw nor heard any sign of the ocean, which means it was probably a bit of a ways inland.
Okay.
Which narrows down the area, but not as much as you would hope.
Okay.
Though I will also say with that, it was a 29.
Mm-hmm.
If you pass through the area where, or if you pass through an area you saw in your vision, I will tell you.
Okay. The temple itself, I mean, this is like, a jungle terrain, so probably, fairly shrouded, but, like, would this be reasonably with, like, what I saw in there? Is this, like, way below the tree line? Like, you wouldn't really be able to see this from an aerial view, or, like, if she got somewhere high?
There was a bit of a clearing out front the temple. But the temple itself wasn't... It was about... it was a little shorter than the trees. So it might be visible from a vantage point, it might not. But... It's worth a shot to try and get a vantage point, is what I'd say.
Alright. In that case, she'll try to find a particularly tall tree that seems like it would have, like, a good view, and go ahead and cat claw up there.
Okay. Go ahead and just roll me a quick athletics check to climb the tree.
Okay. If it changes anything, I do have a climb speed.
Yeah. This is a really low DC. This isn't like an instance of can you climb it. It's more if you like roll like a nat 1, then you might fall and take like a d6 of damage.
Okay. That should be good. That's a soft 20.
Yeah, you're fine. You climb this tree as deftly as you have many others before, as you ascend to the top and kind of begin to look out over the jungle around you. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Nine is good. That's a 12.
12? Okay. You kind of glance over the horizon. You don't see the temple. But you do see, off in the distance, what appears to be a pillar of smoke rising like from a campfire.
Oof. Okay. Is this like in one of the the temple may be here areas, or is it one of the areas that she's kind of crossed off?
I would say that this is like definitely on the wrong side of the mountain to be where the temple is.
Okay. That a little concerning. All right. That is definitely noted. She will go ahead and climb back down. Approaching the others, she'll mention it.
So I didn't find like the temple while I was up there, but I do think there's someone else on the island. There was like campfire smoke.
Interesting. Certainly
It has-
something to keep note of.
Has Rain reunited with the party at this point, or is he still off
Probably,
in
yeah.
the woods?
Rain probably would have come back around this point.
Okay, Rain. What was the last thing? Was it Felix? Oh god, I forgot the familiar's name. Oh no!
I don't remember.
I don't think you
I-
gave it one.
I think Felix is like one of them that it was like it used to be called that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was the
What were you asking?
What was does anyone remember? Sorry, I do not remember. Does anyone remember the last thing that Rain had summoned him as?
It was a goat. You summoned him back as a
Yeah.
goat.
Okay. And to avoid suspicion, then Rain will just take the armor that Fernick will be needing, and yeah, Fernick just gets to cart around the armor now.
cool. What am I adding to my inventory?
Wait, I missed the very end of last session. You were able to get the things?
Yes.
Okay.
The armor of Akir, I don't think I made a D&D Beyond item for it. Did I, Ayla?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Just add it as a custom item for now.
Okay.
None of us were able to fit in it, so.
Yeah, that's right. I spell like here, so I just don't have to look at it.
AKIR.
Nice.
AK-47.
I knew it! Okay, there we go. Got it.
So, I may or may not have been zoning out.
Goon. You're
Am
watching
I
the ants, weren't you?
No. But am I understanding correctly that Hellebore has found someone else on the island with a campfire?
Yeah, basically. I mean, she saw smoke from a campfire, so we're assuming there are other people.
Could that be the person waiting outside the temple?
I like kind of really doubt it. I mean, it wasn't a person, it was like a beast, like really, really massive. And it kind of wasn't moving in the dream, it was just like standing there menacingly.
Dreams are not always to be taken so literally.
Wouldn't hurt to go check it out now. Just quietly, we don't need to bring attention to ourselves.
if nothing else, someone who has been living here might know where the temple is.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of odd because, like, I mean, there generally aren't people here. Okay, it is in one of the areas I've like rolled out, but we could make a quick detour, I suppose. We should be quiet, I think. It's probably best not to let them know we're here unless like they pass the vibe test.
I cast vibe test.
You cast vibe test. Fernick doesn't pass the vibe test.
How dare you?
Kill Fernick. All right, I guess we make our way towards that campfire.
The three of you,
Fernick
since
doesn't-
Fernick's dead now.
Yeah.
Rain would suggest.
Actually, the two of them, because Todd died at the top of session.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah.
it doesn't matter. Our ghosts are just kind of chilling now.
Anyway,
Rain would suggest perhaps we should send in one of us when we think things might be alright, in case they do plan, say, an ambush, or perhaps two. That way it doesn't seem as much of a potential ambush that we're causing.
If it's an ambush for us, I do not think handicapping ourselves by just sending two would be smart.
No, sorry, you don't quite understand. Let me explain a little more clearly. If we think that whoever this person might be is friendly, then we should send in two people to talk with them instead of sending all of us in case they do have others in hiding.
And who do you suggest?
Rain is going to look at Hellebore and he kind of gives a weak smile. I do feel like it's best if you stay behind, just in case we need help. I don't imagine too many people could get us out quickly.
Yeah, the plan was I was going to, make us like shadowy and not as noticeable and stuff so we could get closer and spy, and then we can probably like decide collectively if they seem trustworthy or not.
I just figured it is probably best to create some sort of plan of before we get there, just in case we don't get any second options.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, wonderful at talking to people, so yeah, sure. That's okay.
Todd, you're knowledgeable and quite charismatic. Perhaps you should be one of the ones to go.
How kind of you to say that. We shall see if it is even necessary.
We go and see if it's necessary.
Okay.
Are you casting Pass Without Trace then?
Yes. Whenever, kind of like judging from the distance of, assumedly how far this is, a bit before we get there, she will cast Pass Without Trace.
Okay. Can I have anyone who's keeping an eye out roll perception, and all of you roll stealth?
Gotcha. I am getting new dice because somehow I lost my dice in like the span of 3 seconds.
Have you considered
Sweet.
not using your dice?
Speaking
So-
of, I need to go grab books. I'll be right back.
So with Pass Without Trace, that's an 11.
Are you not rolling your
Oh.
physical dice?
Because there are ants all over my desk.
There's so many you can't roll dice. Waka.
I'm doing a couple things today.
Tori, do I roll my green and black or my green and white?
Hellbor's white, so let's do the green one.
Okay.
How much do I add to stealth with pass without trace? It's 5, yeah, or is it 10?
10.
10.
Okay.
10.
So that's
I got a natural 1 for a total of 11.
Well,
incredible.
I got a natural 16, add my +2 modifier to an 18, and then add that +10 from Pass Without Trace, and you get a 28.
All right.
I got 27 for stealth, and where's perception? And 16 for perception.
I got an 18 for perception. Tori, you chose good dice.
All right. I return with dice and books.
Oh wait, you weren't even here?
No.
Good to know. I got an 18 for perception and a 28 for stealth.
2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Everyone's stealth checks first, please.
11.
25.
11, 25,
28.
27.
28, 27. Okay. Not a single one of them rolled above a 10.
Listen.
I don't like the fact that there are multiple.
Yeah.
And then perception checks from whoever rolled.
18?
9.
18, 9, 24,
17.
17. Okay. They are not rolling well.
Good.
The highest was a 24, but because this is group stealth for them, that averages out to 12, 19, 7, 8, 24. So, give or take 12. Fun.
Neat.
Remind me what it was. Fernick had a 17, Hellebore had a 24,
Rain had an 18.
Rain had an 18.
Rod?
9.
Okay.
Oh no.
So,
I want to get an ant farm. These guys are cool.
I feel like you would get a fucking ant farm, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
She just said she wanted one. Fucking clearly she would. What do you mean?
so as you approach where you saw the campfire smoke rising from, immediately Hellebore, Rain, and Fernick, shortly after the casting of Pass Without Trace, you swear you notice movement in the forest. At first,
Rain. Oh, sorry.
at first you're not able to pinpoint what exactly you're looking at until you notice, or until you hear the crack of a twig and the impact of something against the ground. And footsteps quickly kind of, not necessarily approaching, but growing slightly closer to you, as you hear a voice speak up in a language you don't understand, trying to stay quiet, but still within your earshot.
Can we make out anything that says?
I don't think so.
A language you don't understand was
I'm
the
sorry, I
first
skipped over that
descriptor.
part.
God damn it.
I didn't. My bad.
Like, it seems like they're trying to talk to each other,
Yes.
basically. Okay.
Well, Rain can play that game as well, and Rain would kind of tap each other party member and do kind of basic sign. Fernick, this does mean you'd probably. I don't know if you've been studying with the family, but Rain would kind of just point out and make everyone aware that there are other entities in the forest with us.
Freaking, y'all hear them, no?
Other entities.
Well, if you've got a shit perception like Todd, then maybe not.
Vernick does hear them, yes.
You're right. Sorry, I forgot Todd didn't get
Yeah.
that memo.
You forgot about Todd.
No, I just assumed Todd.
Yeah, I get it. He's pretty forgettable.
What?
So we hear them. We
Mhm.
don't know where they are exactly, right?
You have a vague general direction, but you aren't entirely certain their exact position.
Is it the direction we're heading? Like toward
Yes. Yeah, they are closer to the direction you are headed.
the... Okay.
What
Dylan does not agree with that.
just from the sounds of them, like I know we can't understand what they're saying, but do they sound hushed? Do they sound urgent? Does it sound like they may have spotted us?
They sound hushed. But from the direction that they seem to be moving, it doesn't seem like they have spotted you. No.
Okay. Just in case, I would like to prepare an action to activate my lightning glaive if we are dove upon. But I will not activate it yet because that'll completely give us away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Caliber at least will make to continue creeping in that direction.
Mhm. Why don't I give my lightning glaive to Vernick to dash it into a scythe? That way it'll be more thematically appropriate.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, gimme, then not have a lightning glaive for
For months.
for actual months. Yes, more material to work with.
Todd,
Yes.
can you roll me another perception check now that Rain has kind of pointed out what you're looking for?
Sure. 16.
16. You do pick up voices as they begin to move away from you. And the language is somewhat familiar to you. You're able to pick up fragments of what they're saying. As one of them says to the other, "You must be careful. My wings, they make things... as you kind of pick out bits of the conversation as they walk away.
Can I tell what they're speaking? What language?
It sounds almost like a dialect of Ancient Celestial.
Oh.
Ooh.
I don't like this.
I do.
As far as I'm aware, Ancient Celestial is like Latin.
It is a
As
dead
well.
language, yeah.
Yeah, like, people can, I would assume, study it a bunch and read it, but no one speaks it, right?
No one speaks it fluently. Even the people who study, who spend their lives studying it, end up getting a lot of it wrong. Just because they don't have anyone who actually spoke it when it existed.
I feel like it's worth asking, like, whenever Todd taught her that, did he, like, was it verbal too? I mean, that's normally how languages work, right?
I mean, it would
Or
have
just
probably,
written.
it would have because we were teaching you it so you could read from a library. So, it would probably be very focused on the written
Reading.
part. Like, he
Yeah.
might have mentioned how the words were pronounced, like, once or twice, but the lessons were definitely about the reading. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Boy.
That just-
No, it's just no, like I'm just imagining like Helibor over here, like Englishing it, like Alright.
Alright, that. Well, now I think we need to talk to these people. These people have probably been here for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Or maybe we shouldn't talk to these people because they've never had
Because
contact.
they're probably affiliated with the people that are keeping the druid locked up.
Maybe.
They did mention wings. Who has wings? Which, I mean, I don't know. They could be angels for all Todd knows. I say we
Todd.
get closer.
Todd over here, just excited to make new friends. Helibor thinking with logic. What a twist. They reversed.
Wow.
Alright, let's... Never mind. I can't say that. I was about to say that, like, everyone who's ever spoken Ancient Celestial had, like, Todd has been friends with a lot of people, but that's also, like, probably the primary language they spoke during the war, huh?
Yeah. In fact, that was the only language they spoke during the war, with, like, a handful of exceptions.
Alright. Well, still, I think this is way too interesting to pass up. Todd would insist that we get closer and learn more.
Okay.
I mean, the party can disagree if they want.
I mean, Helibor was already following them anyways. Like, she's still stealthing, like, she's not just, like, getting up, like, yo, let's talk
Yeah.
now, but...
Of course. Do we need another stealth check then?
The one thing that is going to get Rain killed is his curiosity. We go.
Guess we go.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me another stealth.
Fernix says, I actually am not curious at all, and goes back to him.
I don't give a single fuck about the all lot of you. I'm about to leave anyways. I'm just gonna get a head start.
Teen.
What are we rolling, sorry?
Stealth. Again.
Stealth.
God did.
That's a 33 after Pass Without Trace.
That's a little high. God damn. Up until 30. That's a 28.
28, you said?
Mm-hmm.
28, 17,
28, you
30.
said.
Rain?
I mean, this is
Is
like
muted.
your
Don't fail this now. We'll all be disappointed.
I'm so sorry. What was that?
Stealth.
Self checks?
Yes.
stealth.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm flipping chicken nuggets. I will roll that in just a moment.
No, roll it.
I'm walking back to my room. Give me a second. Excuse me. Okay, stealth. Are we still with Pass Without a Trace?
Yes.
Okay. Helibor. Sorry, Tori. Red and green, black or green. Wait, no, white or green, black and green.
Guess we can do the black this time.
Black this time? Okay. Tori, I'm never making a dice you choose again.
Oh my god!
That's wild.
It's gonna be, oh gosh, a 13?
Okay.
I mean, just,
Is that with Pass Without Trace?
yeah.
Damn.
Natural 1 plus 2 plus.
Oh.
That's a 13. We're going for party averages though, right? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll guidance it.
Rain eats shit. Horrible.
Can't help but notice Hellebore didn't guidance my natural one earlier.
Whoa.
No, you got one.
I was pretty vocal about it.
Sorry,
Yeah,
he's
also-
just running you out.
It's also right there on the side of Foundry, so
Really not looking at it, so.
well, why not?
Because. Have your rolls blocked.
Damn.
Wait, are we in Foundry or Roll20?
Roll 20.
Foundry. Roll 20, that's the one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, am I opening up the wrong thing?
You continue to approach, and as you do, the clearing, or the trees begin to part into a clearing, as you see what appears to be a village, a small village in a clearing, with a large kind of bonfire in the center. You can see maybe 20, 25 wooden houses, and a handful of people kind of around the bonfire, talking amongst each other. The bonfire appears to be dying down, as if it is nearing the end of its light.
So, what do these people look like?
They all appear to be humanoid. That much is obvious. But they have a lot of variation to them. Some have horns, others wings, various animalistic features. They also have pointed ears, like elves. And a lot of them have markings on their faces.
These are Ventariuses. Or like modern Ventariuses, right?
Ventarii.
Todd, they do remind you of the Ventarius, yes.
Ventarii.
My sign is Ventarius.
My fucking god.
I will strangle you. I will strangle you.
I support this decision. Make sure you record it for me, please. I'd like to see the life leave her eyes. What?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, of
I
course.
just said that. There's not enough freak in here.
Super fucking gay.
Yeah.
What are we getting?
We attacked.
Give me a moment.
I attack Ren. Ren attacks, I attack Ren.
Another question. Like, do these look like warriors? Like, are they weaponed, or are these just some ordinary ass, like, villagers? Villagers? Villagers.
Villagers.
Most of them look like ordinary villagers. You even see children among them. You do see a couple that look like warriors, but they don't seem to be actively on guard about anything.
Villagers. They're like regular people, but
corrupted the
inherently
last-
evil.
Untouched place in Azius. They're villains, alright. Even the
Rain-
children.
Rain
I'm
goes
about
out there.
to, I'm about to Anakin Skywalker in this bitch.
Rain goes out there, attacks them. We come out, attack Rain. Now they think we're on their side. And then after
Really?
I see the idea of my plan is finally catching on.
and then afterwards we revive Rain. after we get what we want out of them. Oh, this plan would work if Rain was a zealot barbarian. Multi-class right now.
Yeah, Talon, we did good job. We can level up 3 times, right?
I think you'd need 5 to get that feature.
Nope, that's a level 3 feature. Being able to
Oh.
brought back from the dead without material components.
Okay.
Wait, seriously? That's a. Why
Yeah.
the fuck don't I play barbarians more often?
Well,
Because
that's
you don't
only
get combat.
that's only zealot barbarian, and that is why zealot barbarians are my favorite barbarians.
Okay, hold up. I just,
Why don't you play
might play
barbarians? Because you don't like
barbarian.
combat. Last time you played a barbarian, you were so bored.
Yeah, that's true.
Poor Maggie.
Anyway, what are I cast vibe check.
Roll insight.
Can Rain also casting vibe check?
You can also roll insight.
Tabby, green and black or white and green?
Green and black. I got a natural 1 for a 5.
I'm also gonna vibe check.
guess.
I also got a natural 1!
Okay.
Come on, Anna,
I
we
rolled the
gotta
same thing
carry.
twice. No. Tate, you gotta carry. I got a natural 3.
Oh, I rolled a net 20, so 22.
We're all like, oh, they're friends, Tate. No.
All their friends, Furnick. Already like halfway through decimating the village.
The 3 of us are about to step out, and then Fernick points out that they have like a wanted poster with all 3 of our faces.
And they're like running towards us with ancient weaponry we've never seen before. Even Todd's bewildered.
Alright. Todd, you are kind of blinded by your excitement at seeing Ventarius for the first time in 5,000 years. That you don't really think. Rain, these people are strange. You don't recognize them. You feel a little uneasy because they're new and different, but ancient and old.
We can kill them.
Hellebore,
They're new, different, weird, but are also like ancient, old, and weird.
Hellebore.
Washington's going wild over here.
Hellebore,
It really is.
Hellebore,
Sorry.
you're really not sure. They could be associated with D-Ray, or they could be associated with the thing trying to kill the druid, and you're really not sure. You're kind of uneasy about it. Fernek, this just looks like a normal village. Normal people. Different, but normal.
Y'all a bunch of fucking racists, except for Todd.
No, Rangers doesn't like new things. There's a difference.
I'm not racist, I'm prejudiced.
Besides,
I'm not
Rangers
racist, I'm bad under pressure, and I don't like new things.
Wait, Rain. The joke is Rain is racist. Fuck, never mind.
No, exactly. Racist and sexist, we know this, come on.
No, it was transphobic.
Oh, sorry, my bad, transphobic. Racist and
Yeah, it's transphobic, yeah.
I think the chicken nuggets are done.
So, does Fernick speak up?
Yeah, he sees you all like conflict, like Rain and Hellebore like being put off, and Todd just being absolutely bewildered. He's like, guys, it's a regular village. Relax.
So,
Rain tells him, "Don't tell me what to do, Dad."
I'll tell you whatever I want to tell you, son.
if the Event finds a temple, it is generally best to ask the natives. So, that is even more of an option.
Let's get on it then.
Alright, all I need is Fernick's approval.
Fuck the rest of you. I need my husband's approval before I do anything.
Go on, Hellebore.
Hellebore's just gonna ask because it was a previous plan.
Do we all want to go out there? I mean, if they're just villagers, it might be better if we do, because then, like, if we don't and they know we're here, or, like, they find out later, it would seem suspicious. I don't know how these things work.
I believe Ren's plan is a good. If we don't know how they will react to us.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that? I didn't hear that.
I said I believe your plan is a good one, and we don't know how they'll react to us. Oh.
That was really...
Todd sighs. It is a good plan, Rain.
Rain beams. Like he's taking in that praise.
It's my turn for praise, idiots.
Rose and Rain, would you like to come out with me?
I'm so proud of both of you.
Yep.
Sure. This definitely changes up the dynamic we've got going. I'll go out
Mom,
with you.
Dad, I'm Dad.
Mom?
Guys, I like try not to mention the druid. I don't think if they are anti-druid. Maybe just
Yeah.
ask if there's a temple.
Okay.
Because
I
we're tourists. Yeah, they'll buy that.
Tourists.
I'm gonna approach the villagers.
You begin to approach.
I have my hand up, non-threatening.
As
And
soon
they see that, and they're like bears, and they're like, ah, he's attacking.
Oh shit!
as soon as you kind of step out of the tree line and towards the village, you do see someone notices you and points you out, and immediately there is a kind of larger man. He's got kind of goat-like features, with a pair of almost antler-esque horns, begins to approach, a large staff held in hand.
Weapon?
Pardon?
Held like a weapon?
Held in the way that a caster would ready their staff.
Okay.
So
So
threateningly.
not gonna beat me with it, but it is something to be scared of.
But it also seems, from the body language you gather, they seem more defensive than offensive. As the figure approaches, the staff itself is intricately designed, with what appears to be a kind of deer head carved onto the top of the staff. As he approaches and kind of points the staff at you, in Ancient Celestial, he says, "Explain."
Also, in Ancient Celestial, Todd will start out with, forgive me, it has been some time I have spoken this language.
His eyes immediately widen. "You speak our tongue."
Take your hat off.
No, I'm a vampire!
How
I
much?
need it. Take your hat off, like cover your mouth and put it back on. I need to see the markings.
How much of this is Rain able to catch? Because I know he was learning some of it, but I don't know.
I feel
like you don't even need to know the words to understand what just happened.
Okay. Body language says it all.
Yeah.
Just and being
They
suspicious
just-
that we can. Yeah.
Todd just proposed and is cheating on Fernick. Got it.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Todd will continue and say, indeed, forgive us again, Veer, but Travis is a silent.
He's quiet for a minute before he says, outsiders are normally not welcome. But you're no outsider, are you?
I narrow my eyes. uh, Perhaps. May we enter?
You may. I am Chief Aeolin. Your companion... Does he speak our tongue too?
I do the kinda.
Can Rain attempt to say hello? Or just like as soon as any attention's put onto him, he wants to make some sort of greeting.
I feel like that has to be a roll of some kind.
Yeah, roll...
Please.
Roll a straight
History?
intelligence check.
I can't wait for Rain to do something even more incredibly racist.
No. And Rain can't roll straight. Natural 20!
Yo.
You
That's a
give...
23.
you give a perfect traditional greeting as Todd taught you.
Yeah. Go. I want to hear his reaction first.
But you both look... strange. Where do you come from? You...
It is a complicated question for both of us.
You speak not as foreigners, but you appear not as locals.
I'm curious, the others, now that the ones that are not the chief, how are they reacting to us?
Most of them are kind of eyeing you a little suspiciously. You see there's this younger boy, he looks maybe 13, who's kind of looking on with sparkly eyes, excited for possible newcomers, but who you gather to be his father kind of placed a hand on his shoulder to kind of hold him back, looking to you much more nervously than he.
Okay, so they, I guess Todd will ask, how often do foreigners make their way here?
Outsiders are not welcome. Usually our hunting parties find them and scare them off before they get here.
Is it safe to assume we are an exception then?
You've piqued my curiosity.
If we are to enter your home further, I should like to introduce my other companions.
There's more of you?
2 more, yes.
This is acceptable.
I will come in wait for Fernick and Helibor to come out.
Do they speak our tongue as well?
Not fluently, but I have been teaching some.
Rain would give Todd kind of a disapproving elbow, to like aim to his ribs. Rain is remaining silent throughout this exchange, though. Now
you see Aeolin sighs, and kind of raises his staff and taps it on the ground, as green energy begins to radiate around him. He says, "Bring your companions forward."
We go?
Elabor will scurry forward.
Wordlessly, Aolin points his staff towards Fernek. As the energy extends from him to Fernek, wrapping around, and then dispersing. He then points the staff towards Helibor, and the same thing occurs.
And because of your natural 20, you're not going to be able to understand anything here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Rain kind of understands what's going on though, and would like kind of elbow Todd a couple times, like get him to ask.
My companion here is an excellent study, but also not fluent.
Aolin points the staff towards Rain. The energy curls around him, and a moment later it disperses.
Not good.
As he speaks again, all four of you understand what he says. As he says, "Come, let's have you looked over first. Don't want you bringing anything in." As he turns to lead you into the camp, or into the village. You see the people give you a lot of distance. They back away from you as you get anywhere near to them. That same child from before has to be pulled back by his father in order to kind of get out of your way. You appear to be approaching a kind of strange hut towards the back of the village, with numerous herbs hanging outside of it. As the chief approaches, he calls out, "Demeter, we have curious visitors." A head, it appears to be of a woman, black-haired, pokes out of the tent. She glances between the three of you, kind of narrows her eyes, confused, as she says, "Well, come on in then."
The three of us?
The four of you.
There you go. You said
Rain.
glances between the three of us. So,
Whoops. My
Rain
bad.
would turn to Aolin and just ask, "Does the communication work both ways?"
It does, yes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
One of your scholars I spoke to referred to it as a tongues spell.
Indeed.
Curious. But questions for later. I will enter as I was instructed to do.
Okay. Do the rest of you enter as well?
Indeed.
Aye.
As you enter into the hut, you see a large collection of various herbs, all kind of strewn around, the scent immediately hitting you as you're led inside, and kind of you're gestured to sit on these kind of pillows of palm leaves that are set out. There's about 12 of them set out on the floor in the center of the hut, as Aolin stays outside. You see the woman now more clearly dressed in these beautiful, long, kind of silken robes of white and gray, as she has what appears to be a mortar and pestle in hand, making some sort of herbal remedy. She gestures for the four of you to sit.
Is there just on the floor? Is there
On
a
the
seat?
pillows made of palm leaves that I described.
I'm sorry, I zoned out again.
Um, as she says, sorry, this is strange. Outsiders aren't normally allowed in the village. As she finishes up with what she was doing, she kind of sets it aside, and then she grabs a kind of wooden bowl, glancing between the four of you. So, what brings you here?
Some
What? What was that?
tourism.
I thought people avoided this island. She says as she begins to kind of mix some herbs in the larger bowl.
Oh no, it's actually becoming quite the topic back home. Very popular.
No.
It-
We are-
Todd,
It is-
No, shut up. Stop.
It is. People do. We have a very specific place we must go to. A temple.
Which one?
We are not sure. We snit in a vision.
I see. So you've been visited by the moon goddess then?
One of us has. I'll gesture towards Helibor.
She glances to you, Helibor, as she says, well, I trust in Lady Luna not to send a plague to us, but better safe than sorry. As she finishes mixing the bowl, mixing various herbs and liquids in the bowl, she pours it into 4 kind of smaller wooden cups and hands one to each of you. Consume that.
Plot twist, it's garlic.
Consume that. It will purge your body of any plagues that are dangerous to us.
I will consume this.
Can Helibor make out any of the ingredients that she saw being put in this?
You certainly can. Go ahead and roll a medicine check.
Garlic, and garlic.
Okay, but no, because garlic is literally, the garlic would be perfect for this, which is the fucked up thing.
I feel like if there is garlic in it, I could smell it, right?
Yeah.
Is there?
That's
No.
Okay.
But, the health benefits of garlic.
I'm not denying the health benefits of garlic.
You should try to poison Tabby, it's fun.
That's a 13.
13.
Ayla has lots of practice in it.
You
A
recognized
lot.
you recognized a couple of the herbs, medicinal in nature, but most of them were foreign to you, probably unique to this isle.
Alright, Rain's gonna down the drink.
Okay. Todd, Rain, can you two roll me con saves? Fernick and Helibor, are you consuming it as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, both you roll me con saves as well.
Okay, I'm not using this dice, I've rolled 3 natural ones.
Wow.
I'm not letting you re-roll if you rolled bad.
I know. I got a 1 because I've got no modifiers.
A 1 for Rain, a
That's
19 for
wild.
Todd.
Well, we have the paladin auras.
True, you do get plus 9?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I
10.
got 23 then.
23, 10,
21.
21.
Math is kicking me in the ass right now.
No, Todd, your charisma bonus is already calculated in it.
Yeah, I only added 4.
Oh, okay.
4 for Fernick, right?
Yes. Yes.
So
I got
23.
22.
22. Okay.
Sorry,
Rain,
no, 23.
Rain, you drink it, and at first you're fine. It didn't taste good, and it, didn't go down well. But you're fine. And then you begin to feel nauseous.
Rain's ailment is that he's dead.
Todd, Hellebore, Fernek, it doesn't taste good. Hellebore, you've consumed shit like this a lot in the last 90 years, give or take. Like, druidic herbal remedies are your shit. Maybe not, like, your thing, but they are the only healing you've ever known, save from magic. So, although it doesn't taste good, it goes down easy for you, because you've done this a million times. For all sorts of injuries, or ailments, or anything. Fernick and Todd, for you guys, it doesn't really go down easy. It's a disgustingly bitter taste. But you do feel alright. The three of you who saved, which are everyone but Rain, you do get a +1 bonus to your Constitution modifier for the next 24 hours.
Love that.
Oh, yeah.
And Rain, you throw up.
Rain, like, sitting there, downs at first. Everyone else drinks theirs. Rain turns white as a sheet and just starts sweating before just vomiting on the carpet.
She looks at how Rain's body reacted and just kind of nods. That happens.
Exclusively to you, though. This is a Rain matter only. They know who you are now. They know everything.
Glancing between the rest of the party, she smiles and she says, "You should be safe to walk amongst the town now."
Rain is not.
Rain is
Rain
casting
is so fucked.
prestidigitation on his mouth and like his clothes and like just like doing his mouth again and then his clothes. This is gross. Mind you, the puke is still on the floor.
She kind of looks a little taken aback as you begin to cast magic as she says, "A demigod in our midst."
Rain,
Oh. Really? Is that the case now?
Todd,
What they think?
Todd tilts his head and says, "I see. Okay."
Which, if you'll recall, a very, very outdated way of thinking of magic.
I know. It just goes to show how disconnected they are.
Rain will clean up the floor now, kind of sheepishly.
Of course, he's not the only demigod here. But
Do you have demigods within your village?
we have yes, Chief Aeolin. As well as a handful of others. Some demigods, some quarter gods.
Quarter gods.
I would assume demi is half.
Yeah. One
So,
parent is a
like-
god, one parent is mortal.
Okay.
And then quarter god is a child of a demigod. Typically, they do have some magic, but it is much weaker. And then after that, the generations kind of fade, and you kind of stop awakening that divine magic.
And just to be sure, like, Mortem would be classified as a demigod.
Yes, the council are all classified as demigods, despite technically only having one parent.
Okay. I see. Perhaps we will have more to talk about than I thought. I do not wish to interfere with your village any more than we must.
Well, if the chief says you're welcome to stay, you're welcome to stay. And should you suffer any ailment while you are here, I am certain I can patch you up.
How about of ailments are we talking here?
Anything.
Anything.
How long have your people been here?
As long as any of us can remember.
I would like to speak to your chief again.
By all means. I am not keeping you here.
Oh.
In the sign language, Rain would just remind Todd. Time moves differently here.
Todd will nod. And he'll stand up. I don't know if my party's gonna come with me, but I'm gonna go look for the chief.
Okay.
We move. Follow that boy.
Follow.
You find Chief Aolan. He is basically waiting outside the tent, or outside the hut for you. As you exit, he kind of smiles to you. And sees you approach, and says, I take it went well.
Only one of us vomited. Aolan,
Yes,
I have a question, if it is not too personal.
by all means. But
Which,
only if you answer a few questions of my own.
of course, it is only fair. What is your parentage?
I am the son of the god of nature.
Fun. Love that for him.
Naturai is my father.
Elabor has a noticeably oh fucking shit look on her face now.
Did you not realize that that's what that meant?
Huh?
They talked about him being a demigod.
No, because this is probably D-Ray's brother. That is the one who's, you know,
Oh, shit.
yeah.
Oh, you're so right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh no.
I love how
And-
logical Hellebore is in this. Whereas
Are-
Todd's just
No, I
blinded.
mean, like,
Are-
Helibor is very logical. Like, she's
Yeah,
she's
Helibor's
childish,
smart.
but like, she's a very logical person. But no, like, up to this point, like, Helibor thought all these people were like smoking some fucking like jungle herbs, but like,
Yeah,
she does
that
have like
sweet
the
jungle weed.
she does kind of have the look of like, oh wait, shit, like these like, whoa, what?
Oh god, here we
these people were
go.
lured in.
Are all of your demigods descendants of Matarat?
No. We have... I believe I am the only child of Naturai here.
Okay. This might be our guy. He's looking even more like it.
Get him
We...
now.
Our hunt leader, who is not here at the moment, is a son of Wafar. With him, there should be a son of Krichara and a child of Malcertus.
Ooh.
Shadow and the Hunt, respectively. Other way around.
I see.
And
And
we have a son of Danar who takes care of the gardens.
How, if I may, how has this place remained untouched for millennia?
It is thanks to the blessing of the divine who watch over us.
And which divine is that?
A single tear rolls down Elbor's cheek.
We are watched over by all the gods, but it is Time himself who founded us.
Nebulous.
He smiles. Indeed,
Bastard.
though we try not to use his name too often.
Apologies.
Names hold power.
Are
You
you?
guys
There's a
Have-
man I know with a very powerful name. His name is
You guys-
Joe.
have like a name for him then?
Hmm?
Since the
Joe?
name's what-
Joe who?
Cloud?
Joe Mom.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you over them doing a bit, Ayla.
Well, I was also participating in the bit for the last time.
What?
Okay,
What did you say?
Rain, on a serious note, would ask, do you have some sort of nickname for him then?
I would
We-
imagine.
We simply refer to him as Time.
Time.
And how aware are you of events outside of your isle?
We are only graced with the knowledge we require.
Has time visited you recently?
The gods do not descend here often. Time did grace us with a disconnect from the council, though.
Grace you with the disconnect.
The council thought that they were doing what was best.
So just for the record, folks, as long as he's not lying, I have basically a get out of jail free card by just revealing who I am.
Incredible.
Uh, I
But
see.
if this is in fact the guy that we're thinking it is, maybe not.
Well, that would explain why he wants to kill D-Ray.
Hmm.
uh, I will honor the gods' wishes and not explain too much more than is necessary of the outside world.
Thank you.
It has been revealed in visions to us, however, a beast resides on this island. Do you know of it?
His face kind of drops a bit. I believe I do know who you are speaking of. The beast that hides in the ruins of stone, yes?
This sounds accurate.
You're not here to hunt it, are you?
Not specifically. Our goals are, for lack of a better term, nebulous at the moment. We are not here to kill the beast, if it is not necessary to do so.
The beast has been terrorizing our people for centuries.
Do you know why it's there?
Possibly the same reason as us. To hide from the council. Or possibly to find us.
We have methods and history with communicating with beasts. I would like to ascertain its reasoning before jumping to violence.
The beast cannot be reasoned with. Trust me, we've tried.
We have heard that one before. Not to doubt your ability. It is simply we wish to trust but verify. But you had questions for us. It was rude to delay that any longer.
I did, yes. I believe my first question is your names.
Well, don't everyone answer at once.
No, definitely don't say it all at once.
Actually, no. I feel like Helibor would jump at this because she gets to full name herself now. She this is her first opportunity. She kind of steps forward, lifts her head a little bit.
Helibor Mila Devlin.
Immediately his eyes widen. Mila.
She takes the step back.
Oh, shit.
She had a child. Good on her.
All right. Well, that just confirmed how old these people are after all.
I mean, I guess that's even more favor in our.
That makes it less believable that Todd is them, though.
He glances to the rest of you.
I am known as Todd Devlin.
Kind of narrows his eyes a little bit. Half siblings?
I feel like Helibor busts out laughing.
Rain would too.
Forgive me, Alolan, right?
Aeolin.
Alolan. Alolan Pokemon. Forgive me, Aeolin. I did not and do not mean to deceive. It is, I have delayed revealing my identity because it is not safe to be open with it outside. But I feel it is more difficult not to reveal it here than it would be to come clean. I am Mila Devlin. I am Mila Gonzarovich. Although I go by Mortem. Preferred.
Kind of narrows his eyes and tilts his head before he says, I did not believe that Larnaco could make a mistake on someone who was not his own creation.
DM, what does that mean to me?
The original idea behind why, and this is basically ripped directly from Greek myth, the original idea behind why some people were trans, born as the wrong gender, was that Larnaco had gotten drunk and accidentally put together the wrong soul and body.
I see.
And this is ripped directly from a myth about Apollo.
Todd chuckles and says, perhaps my father also had his drunken escapades.
I suppose so. So, why Todd Devlin, then?
Because he's boring. They wanted to blend in.
I chose the name after a companion I met a long time ago.
Are you not still a king?
I fear answering that would be against the god's wishes.
I suppose so. Well, I suppose it is a pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty and Your Highness. And what of your other companions?
Just by the way, I feel like Hellebore nearly drops dead at being called Highness like this. She didn't sign up for this.
I'm so mad.
Have you been trying to talk to us, Tate? I've been wondering why you've been so quiet.
A little bit. Just
Silly. Why'd you do that?
Mom came in to announce that there was food, so I muted and I forgot to unmute.
Silly. But yeah, so he glances between Rain and Fernac.
Oh, nothing nearly as special. My name is Fernac Xerosis. It's a pleasure to be informally acquainted.
He kind of narrows his eyes as you say Xerosis, as he says, so many second names.
Oh yeah.
And you?
Is that not a thing?
As he looks over to Rain.
I'll whisper to Fernick and say, not in their time.
Rain.
That makes a lot of sense for a lot of things that have been spoken about now.
Using a bit of minor illusion to create the sparkle effect.
Oh god.
Rain just does a elegant bow and just says, "You may refer to me as Rainer Glaudefnen. Pleasure to meet you."
He like takes a step back. You have 3.
Well, yeah, Hellebore also has 3. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. I forgot.
Unless he could have thought Hellebore had 4. Hella, Bor, Mila, Devlin.
Oh my fucking god.
Or 5. Dev and Lynn could be 2 separate names.
That's true.
Oh Christ, are we just gonna start breaking like each letter is its own name at this point? Like, come on, guys.
No, but he looks to Rain and he says, Larnaco, I would guess, for your divine parentage.
Rain's nose, like his face just scrunches up in kind of like semi just like disappointment, and he turns like to look at Todd before just like slouching and going to stand beside Todd.
Nothing wrong with being a child of the arts.
It is complicated. Also, DM, were Dragonborn a thing back then?
He's definitely been eyeing Fernax, specifically. With how he has dated himself, no. They did begin to appear after the first 5 dragons, or after the first 4 dragons. But
Yeah.
before then,
The
they
first-
did not exist.
The dragons didn't appear until well after Mortem transition. So,
Yes.
so you are a completely foreign object here. They don't even
Ooh.
know dragons.
Ooh, I'm sparkly and new. Ooh.
My second question, as he kind of looks towards Hellebore. Who is your divine parent? There is no way that could happen naturally, not without divine intervention. Would God hurt you?
Who hurt you? What was her name? Who hurt
Jesus.
Oh my god!
Jesus, that got Tori really fucking.
My mic probably didn't pick up any of that.
Oh no, it did.
Oh,
It did.
Heard all that.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Who hurt you? What was their name?
I mean, I feel like Hellebore is like staring at Todd like, hello, did you not hear any of this? Until like the end where she like kind of like jumps back a little bit. Oh, you mean like the plethora of curses?
Exactly.
The curse buffet that's going on over here.
The arms, the tails, whatever those are. What happened to you?
Hellebore wants so badly to be like, it's D-Ray's fault. It's all her fucking fault. Everything is. She can't do it. She can't do it.
As far as we know, D-Ray and Natterai have nothing to do with this.
That's
Right?
that is coward mentality. Say that shit. Spout your truth.
Oh, Hellebore has no fucking evidence for it, but like she's this is her biggest lead for a thing to blame. She just kind of gives a little shrug. I'm not really sure. Maybe they all got together and decided to do it all at once.
Hellebore has a unique affliction. But it is most similar to a curse. No, this is not. It's not him correcting himself. He would not have said curse. Okay, con. It is most similar to a blessing that Luna granted some.
I see. His attention then turns to Fernick. And you bear the curse of chaos.
Is that what it's called?
Why?
Okay, now I am confused. Is this something like Fernick has heard at all? Or...
Nope, never.
Nope.
In fact, Todd hasn't even heard this either.
You looked at Todd, and Todd's like, I don't know.
I believe there's a mistake here. I'm not cursed.
Rain's eyes are just like lit up. Like he's like just like loving this all of a sudden.
Your appearance. You mimic that of chaos. A curse he implants upon others.
He just kind of like looks himself up down, just like, this is no curse.
You were born that way.
Yes.
Your father must have wronged the gods greatly then.
Oh no!
Frankly, like winces a bit, just like, like, so Fernick, I remember Fernick did mention that Adoria was his dad to everyone, right?
Yes. Well, at least to Todd. I don't know.
To Todd, I feel like he mentioned that.
I think it's been mentioned to everyone at this point.
Yeah, I think it has been, because I'm debating being like, I mean, kind of funny that you say that. I'm debating. I think I will. You guys have had your moments. You kind of like wins like, well, the funny thing about that is my father is Adoria.
He just blinks. If that is supposed to be an important name, why is your name then not Fernick Adoria? Is that not how names work now?
Not precise. Not exactly, I don't believe. It's a long story. We don't need to get into that. We have more important matters to deal with.
Right, which brings me to my next question. You claim to have come here for tourism. What do you seek, then?
Since we're being like a little more honest here, it wasn't a lie because the place is great and I'm definitely touring as I go along, but like I like sort of had a vision of I think the monster in question, so yeah, we're trying to get in that temple. Do you know if anyone's done that? Is that a thing people do? Doesn't sound like it.
You wish to enter the home of the beast.
Yeah. Wait, so is it in there or is it outside?
It is inside, yes. The stone ruin is where it lives.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's talking about Direk.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever the druid is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that just clicked for me now.
Until you fucking said it. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, no, my brain went, oh, beast. Oh, the thing lurking outside of it. Obviously. It's like, oh, no, wait, skewed perceptions. Oh, wait.
I'm rolling so many natural ones and natural 20s on these 2 dice. What the fuck?
You...
Womp womp.
If you wish for Aurelius, I will not stop you, but I will advise against it.
I just want to make sure that I'm on like, the same page here. Like if you were to describe what this beast looks like, what descriptors would you use?
A monster in the flesh of Inventarius.
There it is.
Hides within the stone ruin, slaughtering any who grow close. Some nights it even comes out to hunt us.
I am gonna insight check that one.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that does seem.
Yeah, I'll do that too.
We have been shown the direct opposite of that.
Okay, Tate,
Fucking
you're gonna
22.
pick one.
Natural 20 for
Uh,
Why are you making me pick?
White
I'm
and green
bisexual,
or
I don't
black
make
and green?
decisions. What did you say?
White and green or black and wait, no. White and green or black and green?
Black and green.
Black and green? Wait, what were we rolling again?
Insight.
I got distracted. My bad. That's gonna be 15.
15?
It's a soft 20 for me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Natural 20 for a total of 22.
Okay. 18, 20, 22, and what was that, Todd?
15.
18.
You... He genuinely believes what he's saying.
Noted.
The last thing you said was if we was about how dangerous it's going to be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then Todd will sigh and say, well, the gods are not known for giving easy quests.
Wait. I need more details. What do they look like? Surely you've seen them, right? A physical description?
I've only seen them in the Cloak of Night. Robes. Regal. Horns. And that piercing green glow as it slaughters our men.
Can you point us in the direction of where it is?
If you truly wish to invade the home of the beast, the temple is about a day's travel west of here. Towards the foot of the mountain. Just below the largest tree on the island. In a clearing around the size of our village. The temple is hard to miss.
And it's open. You can just walk in.
The door is heavy, but you can. Follow the river, you'll find it easily. If you head towards the mountain from here, you should come across the river, follow it, you'll find the temple.
Elibor looks quite honestly stunned. She just kind of like turns in that direction, almost like she forgets she's traveling with people and just starts walking, and then gets like, I don't know, like 20 feet away, and then like stops and turns.
Oh, are we leaving now?
I suppose we are.
I would assume so, considering.
I'll turn to the chief and say, as inconvenient as it may be, in accordance with the gods' wishes, if we don't need to come back here, we will not. So this will likely be the last we see of each other, whether we are successful or not.
I see. I hope not to see crows tonight.
Yeah, Todd will nod and say, farewell then, and thank you for your hospitality.
May time bless your journey.
Alright, we go! I follow Helibor.
Okay.
We go.
As soon as like we get out there, she like desperately is going to like turn to the others.
What was that? What was that? What?
I told you, Helibor, dreams are not always literal. Sleipnor worked in very mysterious ways. He gave you, or his angels, gave you what they believed you needed.
Okay, so like at this point, like I'm pretty sure it's like 99.9% like positive, you know, that this is her. But like what's the point in being like this person's a victim if they're not a victim, you know?
We have heard one side of the story, Helibor. Let us go hear the other before we make decisions.
I guess, yeah. Okay, we should hurry, move. Yeah, let's go.
Halibur's zooming. She is anxious to get there.
It is about midday now. And as you said, it's about a full day's journey.
Well, that's with people that move at a normal speed and aren't anxious cats.
Real.
Are you gonna elk your way through this forest, this jungle?
I would make the argument that with the density of the jungle, elking would be difficult.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But there
Not
is
monkey.
there is a
Flying creature.
I can't fly yet. Otherwise Hellebore would never not be a bat.
Honestly, reasonable.
Yeah. But there's a river that goes that way. Would it be reasonable for my girl to plesiosaur up there again? Or is it upriver or is it downriver?
How big is the river as well?
He wasn't clear on either of those questions. And it is about the end of the day by the time you find the river. Assuming you roll well on survival, which can I have you roll survival?
Yes. That's a 17.
Okay. As the sun begins to set, the moon begins to rise and the jungle begins to darken, you begin to hear the sound of running water and make your way towards the river. The river that is rushing downstream, or that is rushing away from the mountain towards the ocean.
Sad.
The river that is maybe 5 feet across.
Sad.
Womp womp.
I mean, hear me out. What if we just do it the old-fashioned way, and we walk, guys? You know,
But
just
that's like
just
the
a
old-fashioned
suggestion.
way and cringe as fuck.
It
Oh,
is
well,
like
fuck you too.
It is like 10 p.m. at this point.
By the time we get to the river.
Yeah, by the time you get to the river.
Oh my god, 2 hours of Fernic left.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Yeah.
I completely
I-
forgot about that.
We should push on, I feel.
What?
Damn.
I mean, genuinely, I feel like Hellebore would probably we would probably just walk until Hellebore,
If-
Vernix it's time, and then we camp there, if that makes sense.
I mean, okay.
So
I figured we would, cause we know that this beast has been here for a long ass time, so we know it's probably gonna be here tomorrow night.
well,
Fernic won't. How about we camp and chill with Fernic? Say
The
our goodbyes.
argument we would make here is why not try to deal with this as quickly as possible while we have that extra person, and also why set up camp and be a sitting duck when this beast, because we don't know necessarily for sure which side of
Well-
the story is true.
The argument I would make against that is that we physically cannot reach there with Fernic. It is physically impossible that we would reach the temple within 2 hours, right, DM?
According to him, you guys have about 6 hours of travel left.
So even if we could elk our way there, we would not be able to reach it.
I still feel like we shouldn't necessarily set up camp, and we should just try to continue doing this throughout the night, because we don't know for sure which side of the story is correct. Because
I will make the argument that if you are wanting to get closer because you'd be sitting ducks, you'd be more sitting ducks the closer you are. Regardless of the beast, regardless of which monster is the real monster, you know that it is located close to the temple.
So if we are getting closer to then camp for our own safety,
I wasn't thinking we were going to camp at all.
So you
we
want to
want to have exhaustion when we go fight the beast?
We need to get this done, guys.
No, we don't. The beast has been
We're
here
on a
for.
time schedule.
We're not. The beast has been here forever. It will continue to be here.
But the outside world is not, okay?
What are you?
Time
on
moves
about?
funky here.
We don't know that.
It's been mentioned.
Has it?
Has it?
Is it?
No, they've mentioned that they've been here for a long time.
There was one
I
point
just
in
took
time,
it as them being
either
immortal.
between, in between. There was one point in time when it might have just been like the Asmar of Chaos saying it, but time moving, being funky here was a thing that was mentioned.
Sure. Then that would have been only mentioned to you because you don't tell us anything.
Exactly.
But that was still something that was mentioned. I'm not crazy, right?
I don't think so.
I was not here for that entire conversation, so.
I don't remember that being mentioned once.
I don't recall it either.
I think you're just fucking crazy.
Okay, we'll go with that then.
But no, just imagine Fernick being like, "Okay, guys, it's time to say bye," and we're just like, "All right, we gotta go fight this beast. We gotta go." And like, Fernick appears.
Run!
No!
Fernick appears in front of his family, absolutely fucking covered in sweat and jungle leaves because we were rushing for.
Okay, so here I was hoping.
Hello, family. I need a shower right now.
So no, here's what I was
Before we
hoping
get
was
to
gonna happen.
anything, I need to get clean.
I was hoping we were gonna be in like a brutal, bloody battle. You know, the Fernick sees someone die in front of him right before.
That's not what Rain would want. That's what you would want.
No, I'm messing.
We know. Don't worry. We know.
Okay, so what are we doing? I vote we take camp. We find the river and we take camp there.
I like this idea.
Helber is gonna do whatever the dads want to do, though it is obvious that, like, she wants to go on.
If we are not continuing, and we are for sure setting up camp, then we should camp farther away.
Right. When you reach the river, which is 6 hours away from the temple.
I know.
Right, you were the one advocating for not doing that.
That's because I didn't think we were going to rest at all, but if we are resting, then we should rest farther away.
I don't understand why we wouldn't rest. I cannot
That's
fathom
still
that.
6 hours away. It's pretty good distance.
Yeah, I cannot fathom why we would just be like, we are under absolutely no time crunch. Let's power through and do an all-nighter before we fight what is potentially like an immortal beast.
Because it's Ayla. And Ayla doesn't play this game properly. Which is
Shut
hard
the
to
fuck
do,
up.
because there is no proper way to play this game.
I play D&D quite well. Shut up.
I didn't say you weren't playing it well.
Talon, I'm
do
being
not get me wrong.
I'm being bullied. Tate says I don't play D&D properly.
Yeah, I'm with Tate on this one. I don't
Control your
understand.
players.
You
Anyway,
control your players, the DM actively agreeing.
I don't understand why you think it would be a good idea to risk exhaustion before fighting this thing.
What's exhaustion?
Oh, you're funny. DM, I'd like to ask for an antimatter rifle with one shot that
I
disappears
thought you
to
were
use
gonna
on
say
rain.
an anti-ALA.
An anti-matter rain,
and that's not even mentioning my plans for today's session, which requires a rest.
I mean, hold up.
That
means that we're about to be hunted, guys. You heard the DM's plans. If we stop now, we're dead. We gotta keep on.
I cast hold person on rain.
Todd gets to the river and then just starts setting up. And if anyone acts like they're moving on, he's going to be like, what are you doing? Why would we do that?
Are you stupid? What is your issue here, guys?
What is the issue?
I do not say blah blah blah. want like an animation of Todd going, "I do not say blah blah blah."
Yes.
I feel like that'd be like goofy.
For the record, I think Todd would love Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, absolutely. I think he'd watch that for like days on end. You know, like the whole thing where kids got obsessed with Frozen. That would be Todd. But, Hotel Transylvania.
Just pointing at Dracula like he's me. He's
literally me. Guys, I feel so represented in this movie.
Alright.
Anyway,
we camp.
we camp.
Okay.
You see Mavis comes on screen. Hellebore, it's you.
Okay.
Hellebore.
That's got to be the next Brain House thing that Todd and Hellebore do.
I was
Oh
just
god.
yes.
Anyway.
You guys are fucking welcome, by the way.
Yeah, all credit to Tate. Okay, so you guys begin to set up camp. Is everyone staying up to midnight, or are people going to bed?
You gotta ask her.
Just imagine if they were like, okay, well, since we can't power through, we're going straight to sleep, and we're not saying bye to Phoenix.
Yes,
Rain is
would stay
angry.
up.
No,
Rain,
no.
Angry rain.
No, Rain is definitely staying up. Fernic is his favorite dad.
Rain
No.
pretending to be asleep as Phoenix leaves.
Oh my god.
Rain pretending to be asleep so Fernic doesn't see how much he's fucking sobbing.
Rain pretending to be asleep, hoping it will convince Fernic to stay.
We really do be like, we're like about to like fight this like, you know, all powerful like village threat, and like one person down right before the fight.
Yep.
Don't worry, you'll have a competent wizard after this.
Yeah, I'm sure,
Or during
yeah,
that time.
I'm sure we're gonna meet your competent wizard right before we get to the beach on this island no one's ever been to.
Yeah, how are you guys gonna spin this one off? That's what the night
Anyway.
is. That's
That's
why you
probably
need
what the rest is. Yeah.
So anyways, let's do some
Let's
roleplay, guys.
go.
I got some good roleplay bits that we should do, you know? Maybe like good 5 hours worth of it.
Okay.
Already.
We do have about an hour left in the session.
Yeah. So like it'll take this session and next session. That way we get to the fight in, next month.
Right. We need to actually live real time play out these last 2 hours so that Frank doesn't get to leave today, so that the title of today's episode isn't correct.
Exactly.
I mean, it's still like, even if you guys do start playing out in real time, it still would probably be Fernex saying goodbye. Vaguely.
No, we.
Wait, why is it? Has neither of the dads ever said the word goodbye before?
God. No, I don't say. I say farewell.
Farewell.
Is that some kind of ancient dialect?
So what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I die.
We
Yeah,
play some party.
we play some party games.
Rain breaks out.
Rock
Uno.
Monopoly.
Who wants to play a game of sorry?
No, but Rain would actually pull out 3 puzzles. Because he has those apparently.
Oh yeah, aren't those the puzzles we got you as a gift?
Yeah, probably.
No, the Rubik's Cube is of what you guys got him. He found the 3 puzzles in the chest with the journal, the half a friendship bracelet. Rain has so many just like small tokens that he's stolen from other people. This is fucked up.
Incredible.
Alright. We sit down to rest. What do we like? I guess probably a lot of it is cooking food, right?
Yeah, I
Probably.
would imagine.
Oh yes. You know what? It is thematically appropriate that Todd is like, no, I will cook you every meal I know how to make right now. Because you don't.
Immediately. Because you don't eat it. You will.
Yeah,
You will
I
taste
don't.
greatness,
I
motherfucker.
don't trust you to eat while you're gone because you're you. So I'm gonna have you eat for the next few months.
Oh my god.
I know you don't need it regardless, but like, fuck you. You'll have so many leftovers, it's insane.
Anyway, yeah, I cook meal.
Yippee, I help.
I'm sure that won't. I'm sure that won't draw any beast's attention.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I
Todd, go ahead
cook
and
meal.
roll a medicine check for cooking.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
And do you have proficiency in cook's utensils?
No.
Okay, then just roll medicine.
Can Rain attempt to help with like use of magic? You know, prestidigitation, make it taste flavorful.
Sure.
I kind of vibe with the idea of Todd being a mediocre cook.
Yeah, that's fine. Would Todd allow Rain to prestidigitate flavor?
Sure.
Okay.
And a flourish of sparkles as well. Edible glitter.
over the course of the first hour of the night, Todd begins to cook a handful of different meals that you guys have the supplies for. They are nothing special, but with Rain's magic and Todd's not bad cooking, they are fairly good.
Nice, nice. Nom 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 nom.
I guess we just sit around and talk until it's time for him to go.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
I got
I
your back.
imagine-
Double back.
so I imagine at this point we were just like giving everything needed to Fernick, which would include the enchanted armor that was the relic.
Right, just gives him a bunch of
Vernon
bullshit
got
that's
us-
not on his not on his person anymore.
Did Vernick kept the spear, right? I think it was a spear. Was it a spear or a shield or both?
This, you know, he has a +1 spear. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. From the dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Rain would offer chainmail, knowing he's not actually going to use it and it doesn't fit properly. Because you know, you can
It's
use it
free.
to sell it to someone. Also, you know, consider this
Free.
payment for the money that was stolen.
Free raw mats. You go to your workbench and hit the salvage. You can turn this into steel, Fernick.
Exactly. Go ahead and take this. Go ahead and take the chainmail, because Rain doesn't want it.
Just give him. You said you're making shit for us. Here's random shit you can use to make with it. Sure, he'll take the chainmail.
Oh my god! Halfway through this, Rain puts on the dread helm so you guys can't see his face.
Oh my!
Oh no! No, baby.
Oh my
sweetheart.
god!
Oh no!
While they are cooking, Halibor is cooking up some shit of her own. She is going to go like she doesn't want to be seen while she does this. She's going to like duck behind a tree real quick, but can she spend this time trying to druidic craft herself like a little dragon's breath sapling to gift to Fernick and his family?
fucking died.
Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. Hellborg could definitely do that.
Hell yeah. All right. She is going to do that, and like, she's just gonna keep it ready, like until like we all start like breaking down and crying, and then she's gonna she's gonna wait till like the last 5 minutes to pull this baby out.
Incredible.
Tate for next channel.
Yeah, I see. Just
Okay.
1 sec, I gotta pull up notes.
But as the night goes on,
Rain would ask for a hug at some point, and steal most of Fernix color, not being subtle about it.
Not the wall.
Fernex suddenly becomes a white dragonborn.
Return to your family like that.
No, you can't go.
I guess to stay here. Tate, fuck you.
Sorry, I planned this out all in advance, and then I was like, yeah, well, it'll be fine. And then Todd was like, by the way, the campaign takes place in the last couple months of the year. I'm like, fuck me. Well,
Imagine the entire. We have a TPK tomorrow.
I'd laugh a little bit.
God.
Fernick tries to find the group, and they're just dead.
Just go.
Okay. Is there anything else any of you guys would like to do within the last hour? I was gonna say, is Tabby back?
No.
No. Evidently
Absolutely
not.
fucking silly.
But yeah,
Rain.
Sorry, go on.
Rain would want Fernick to, tell stories, get to know Fernick a little more.
I don't have any anything in mind for stories, because I haven't thought of that. But yeah, he'd tell all the stories Rain would want. He'd just go off about this and that, whatever Rain wanted to know, if he had any knowledge or any stories.
I feel like it's like flip-flopping back between like Rain and like Hellebore. Hellebore is like asking for all of her last-minute dragon facts. Like
Yeah, I love that.
I imagine Rain and Hellebore just sitting on either side of Fernick, just all cozied up by the fire. Todd's on the other side, just tending to the fire.
This is so cute. Me about to drop another fucking aggressive amount of money for a commission of this scene.
Hello?
Don't mind me.
Hello, welcome back. We're asking for anything else that anyone wants to do before Fernick leaves.
What did I miss?
Rain hugged Fernick and stole all of his color.
Okay.
I'm gonna need that back before I leave.
I was about to cook food, and Tori came out and urgently was like, "Get back to the computer." Like, what's going on? And she refused to answer.
didn't hear you.
Sure you didn't.
I'm trying to make food so I don't have to fucking scramble to do it later.
Just fucking
Also,
plug your
Dan, I
headset
put
in.
some notes into the.
I can't. If I walk into the kitchen, my headset disconnects.
Yeah, well, mine doesn't, so I think you're lying.
Then go make me some food.
That's wild.
Anyway, Todd will. I don't know. I'm on the spot now because I've been fucking thrust into this, Tori. Todd will give Fernick a hug and probably say something smart and felt. Can't think of right now.
Reasonable.
Fernick, what's your passive perception, real quick?
Oh god, what is Rain doing? 12.
Okay, good to know.
Oh, love
Hmm?
that.
I heard my name.
I don't know. I got asked for passive perception, just immediately assumed you were doing something else that was shady.
Oh, well, fuck you too, Tate.
Last time I was asked for passive perception, you stole all my money. I am not wrong.
I also, said that that was going to happen, to be fair.
I mean, yeah, you did, but I thought you were kidding because I thought you'd show me mercy. How much of a fool I was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The clock is ticking down. You all know it's coming as you watch the moon rising in the sky. Tate, do you have a specific description for how this looks in mind?
Yes.
Okay,
I do.
okay. Wait, like real quick, like
Okay.
if boy is about to yeet out, like, like I was.
About like 5 minutes into it is when it starts like happening. So like 5 minutes away.
Okay, I was about to say, I don't know if this is the movie scene like fading away or if it's just like he's gone. He's gone.
No, he doesn't just like vanish. No, there's the whole thing. I'd like to imagine it's similar to like the Uguay death scene.
Oh my god.
I've got a whole thing.
My time has come.
Yeah, no, quite literally, my time has come. Then turns to fucking flower petals or cherry blossoms. Anyways,
Aww.
They don't make like his way anymore.
they really don't. Anyways, what are you wanting to do, Elmar?
Yeah. Like I guess like I like when the whole fading away like starts, like that's when she's like really gonna start like the hugging and hysterics, like the.
Yeah, about like 5 minutes away from actually getting snatched, he starts like slowly kind of burning up. That starts at his feet of like this nice kind of bright gold flame that starts small at his feet and slowly trails up his body as it gets closer.
Does the flame hurt?
No, the flame is not hot to the touch. Bro just fucking phoenixes and turns to ash.
Burns the whole jungle down.
It causes a forest fire that cannot be put out. I'm taking everyone on this island and this fucking this with me. We're going. This is my plot all along.
I feel like this is when Halibor would get the dragon's breath. Like she would. I feel like she's like leeched onto like Furnick, like crying, and then she's like, wait, and runs over and comes back with the dragon's breath sapling and holds it out.
He gently takes it in like both hands and then moves it to one and like, but then we'll give her a soft hug and just thank her quietly. Just thank you, Halibor. This is very sweet. I know exactly where to put it.
How long did you say you were gonna be gone again?
It will be a couple months at least. About at the longest, depending on how long the preparations I have planned will take. It'll be about 4 months before I can leave.
If that is the case, goodbye, friend. I don't make friends with people often, to be honest, Furnick. You definitely have been an interesting one, though. I do hope we get to see each other at least once.
Oh, trust me, we will. I have no plans on not finding you guys again. There is no world in which you can hide from me.
I would describe what Rain looks like right now, but he's hiding his face, so.
Furnick will he'll reach for the helm, and if Rain lets him, he will take it off him. Because Furnick wants to see the boy.
Aww. I feel like Rain is hesitant and like tries to pull it down for a moment, but and then like helps lift it off.
Yay!
his eyes are a little red and puffy, but like he's not like actively sobbing or anything. And he's definitely a little sad, and he just says, "You do not know what the future holds. By the time you return, we may not be around anymore."
Well, I guess you'll just have to promise me to make sure that you are around when that time comes, huh?
I'll try, but promises are not always something that everyone can keep.
Gives like a small chuckle and then pulls Rain in for a hug as well. She's like, "That's my boy," and like ruffles his hair a bit.
Okay, I'm not sure if if God's seen it yet, but if it's not capable earlier, Rain will do the thing now.
Yeah, that you easily can pull that off.
Okay.
I still need my color back, Rain.
Rain just holds tighter. No.
No, it's mine. I need this.
I need something to remember you by. It's filling in my coloring, my drawing of you. The real reason why Rain steals the color from the world is because he's creating a very realistic art book.
I love that.
I feel like Helibor is like slothed, like her entire body is on top of her. Todd's in here. If Todd isn't in here, Helibor's like dragged him over. Like we're all piled on Fernick. No one can tell me otherwise.
There is no world where Todd is not on here by either by his own volition or by force.
Yeah, Todd would absolutely join.
Good.
You all
holding you at gunpoint.
You all embrace Fernac as the flames begin to consume his body. And with one final... Yes?
Is the fire hot?
No.
It's warm, but it's not hot. I imagine it is warm, but it's not like he's like a nice warm toaster or some shit.
Rain would like to cast invisibility on Fernick right before he goes.
That's wild.
As the flames consume most of Fernek's body, he vanishes. The flames probably don't because they are like part of a spell.
Yeah.
Oh
my god.
Ayla, like, we need to be as prepared as possible for this beast fight coming up, even if it means we can't say goodbye to our friend. Also, Ayla, cast invisibility for absolutely no reason.
Casts a second level spell for no reason other than shenanigans.
I will do anything for shenanigans in the bit, okay?
And then he's gone. Fernek, what does this look like on the other side?
He doesn't like disappear with the flames. It's not like a ring of flame that slowly moves up him. It is he gets engulfed by flames, and then as it hits 12, it like wreathes around him for a second and then kind of flickers out, and he's gone.
No, I mean...
Oh.
From your family's perspective, what do they see?
Oh, probably the same thing in reverse. There's like a... I mean, he's invisible now, so there's like a burst of flame. There's like a burst of flame that circles around, and then nothing. And then just nothing, and except for Fernick saying, "Hi everyone." It's he comes into existence. He smiles. He knows he's smiling. He hasn't realized he's invisible yet.
He holds his arms out for a hug.
He gives a wave, and then is like, "It's good to see you all again." And there's just nothing there.
You see...
It's fucking Dragon Ball when they try to wish Goku back and he doesn't come back, and then like his disembodied voice is like, "Hey, I'm actually pretty chill out here. I'll see you guys later."
You see Inruth kind of tilt her. Is that how you pronounce it? Inruth?
Yeah, Inra.
Inruth kind of tilts her head as she says, Fernak, sweetheart, why are you invisible?
You've got to be kidding me. The people I've been traveling with a group for the past little while now, and one of them is, dare I say, a little bit of a trickster, and was not a huge fan of the fact that I had to be leaving.
I see. Welcome home.
It's great to be back. Don't worry. Well, there is a second surprise after this invisibility goes out. That again, that is also temporary, but.
I mean, you
just
could cast a spell which would dispel it.
Oh, that is true. No.
No, just attack your wife.
Oh my god.
I'm back! Slap.
I'm back, but just bang.
This is what the reveal that Fergus is actually incredibly abusive.
Oh my god!
No, I don't need that manifested. He is a great person. Please.
Todd, stay away while you can.
Todd got himself out of a toxic relationship.
To survive for this one.
You know, I guess he'll like. Fucking, I don't know. He doesn't really have anything that you could really cast here. It just he needs to like spend an action, yeah.
It's attack or cast a spell would dispel the invisibility. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Fucking, I don't know. He casts like Sanctuary, I guess,
Fair enough.
And then he's
on
white.
himself, and then she just sees Fernek completely white scale.
She raises an eyebrow, or as much as a dragonborn can. She gives you a like, not confused, not suspicious, but like a kind of look as she says,
He's able.
"That's new."
He's able to mess with the colors of pretty much anything, and made a mention that he cannot, to quote him, he cannot let me leave without me giving him something. So he stole my color. And he just stole my color in air quotes.
Did he also steal your ring?
Oh.
Oh my god.
The signet ring?
Your signet ring is missing.
Oh. He like taps himself a bit. Like, oh. I guess it seems he did.
However,
fucking knew it.
You do notice a broken hand mirror in your back pocket.
Oh. Okay, I'll remove the fucking signet ring and fucking damn it.
You recognize this as probably the same broken mirror that Todd you took from Rain and broke, and then promised that a replacement would be given to him at some point.
That's wild. Okay, 1 second. Okay.
That happened in the Feywild though. Todd probably doesn't remember that.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh
yes,
fuck, you're
yes.
right.
He'll like hold the mirror. He's like, he did a bit of a bait and switch. Let's see here.
You see Inruth smiles and says, "I'd love to hear all about him."
Oh, the three of them are quite the crew. I have many stories to share with them. And then he'll like walk over, and then yeah.
Inruth embraces you. You have a bit of a reunion with your other children as well. With your children as well.
No other children correct. Rain and Hellebore come first.
True. Yeah. No. Yeah. You have a reunion with the other children.
I have my
Secondary children.
I have my blood children, my adoptive children.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
One is significantly better than the other.
I don't have favorites. I love you all equally. I love you way more.
I couldn't pick. I love all my children the same. leans over to one of them. You're my favorite.
Cutting back to the rest of the group, however, Hellebore, Brain, Todd. Who is taking first watch?
Well, we only got 2 people that can now.
We both got to take a watch now.
Gross.
Rain will kind of like go and sit down where he's got his bed set up, and just like grabbing the dread helm again, he'll slip it back on and just like lay down. Hellebore, you get you get the first watch.
The mic didn't pick that up. Tori.
Alright.
Okay. Hellebore, Todd, go ahead and roll perception checks.
Abby leaves in less than half an hour.
I know.
2! That's my 3rd natural one this session.
Tabby, what the fuck's wrong with you?
It's a 15.
Okay.
Which dice are you using?
Me?
She's rolling in, like, Roll20, that's why it's so bad.
Oh, yeah. You
Yeah,
can
I can't
roll
lie.
dice on me.
I can't lie about the results. So.
You two keep an eye out. Hellebore much more anxiously than Todd. As you look out for any sign of danger, any sign of the beast, no, regardless of who the beast might be. And your first watch goes by uninterrupted. Unless Rain is doing rain shenanigans.
Nope.
It's-
Rain's chilling.
Okay. As Rain is awoken for the second watch, can you both roll me perception, Rain and Todd? Unless there was something Hellebore and Todd wanted to do.
Nothing in particular that I can think of.
Okay.
Yeah,
Again-
Elibor is probably being consoled by Todd during this.
Okay.
As normal, I don't think it's silent, but nothing worth going over.
Oh yeah, Helibor's talking the entire time.
Yeah.
Alright. DM, you get to pick this next dice I roll.
Okay.
Black and green or white and green.
We'll go white and green.
Gotcha. That was the most boring roll. I'm assuming you're gonna ask us for perception?
Yes, I did ask you for perception.
Oh, well that's gonna be 11. I got a flat 10 on the roll.
And Todd?
20, I believe. Is what's up on the
20, yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. The night goes on. The darkness across the forest as you watch the moon setting. Luna and her children. The jungle is not silent by any means. But there's no sounds that stand out to the two of you in particular. Is there anything either of you are doing during your watch?
Off the top of my head, not that I imagine immediately. I feel like a lot of it is just Rain and Todd sitting quietly. Maybe Rain would not try to get in studying tonight. He just nope.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair.
As the night goes on, your watch is mostly uninterrupted until about 3/4 of the way through, when Todd, the sound of bags rustling catches your attention.
Ruh-roh. I will turn to observe.
As you turn to look to where the sound is coming from, Tate, what does he see?
How light is it? Like, is color discernible, or is it just relying on dark vision right now?
Do you guys have a campfire set up? You'd probably have a campfire set up, right?
I imagine there is one. I just want to make sure.
So,
You completely cut out.
I don't think Rain can see without light, so
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Rain can.
Yeah, no,
Oh, wait, Rain's a half elf. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Do you...
And
but
honestly,
Hellebore-
honestly,
Hellebore wouldn't have been able to see without light, though.
Yeah, she can.
Actually,
Fernic was literally the only one.
Fernic was the
Yeah.
reason they had to. Fernic can't see.
Yeah. and I imagine since we're trying to hide from a beast, actually we wouldn't have the fire.
Okay, never mind then. Then no, color is not discernible.
Okay.
The fire went out when Fernic went out.
Oh,
Mm,
Damn.
It just
Yeah,
blew
as-
out.
Yeah, as you
we
cut
put
out.
off the fire. Go on.
We didn't start the fire, but Fernic stole it when he fucking left.
Go on.
Yeah, as you kind of look to wherever all the bags are, there you can see there seems to be a person kind of like hunched over them, kind of in what looks like more raggedy clothing. Yeah, with a bit of maybe like a satchel bag over him as he's like rummaging through bags, not really taking like seemingly looking for something.
I am going to reach over and pick up my lightning glaive.
Shank child.
As calmly as I can, trying to not draw attention, I'm going to point it at him and then activate it so it'll spark up, so we can see each other much better, and he can know I've caught him.
Ooh, intimidating.
Fuck yeah. Like the moment he hears like a spark and like realizes he's been caught, he jumps up, like maybe like goes to take a step, like trips over the bags and immediately starts like backpedaling, like on the ground, just like breathing heavily, breathing fast, just eyes darting everywhere, like trying to like get into his bag for something. As he starts immediately like backpedaling, and then probably hits like a tree or some shit, and then it's just like just stunned.
Well, so what does he look like again?
He is a see for this distance he almost looks like a sea green dragonborn. I will pin his art.
Oh, sweet. So we know he's not from the island.
Or maybe he's one of
This-
those cursed ones.
Mm-hmm.
No, this is the boy.
I love the boy.
Still being a little intimidating with the lightning glaive. Todd will slowly approach where he is backed up against a tree and said, what do you want?
He kind of like puts one hand out, and the hand he does have out, there is a very noticeable like gash in his hand. It is bleeding down his arm and seems to have been for some time. He just kind of like sits there, like, and he like barely mutters out, just starving. I need food, please. I haven't food, please.
Can I roll insight? I don't want.
Go ahead.
Just the situation, I feel like would call for a little bit of.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for a total of 24.
New
Imagine
guy,
this
what
beast.
Tate? What does a 24 get?
He is like, he is absolutely fucking terrified. It is very clear he doesn't want this to escalate like any further than it needs to. And he's being very truthful. With like, and even if you were to like look at the bags, anything of value was not taken. He was exclusively looking for something to eat.
All right, I'm going to twirl the glaive around, and then like, I don't know how possible it is, but it looks cool in my mind. I'm gonna like stick it in the ground like hilt first, so that it pokes out of the ground glowing blue like a torch.
I'll allow it. That seems cool.
And then I will.
I think technically the way I have the glaive set up, that wouldn't work because you kind of technically have to have your hands on it. But fuck it, that's cool. I like it.
Rule of cool. Fuck you.
Mm-hmm. Fuck you, Talon. Fuck you, past Talon. I'm changing your rules.
I will go down, and I made a lot of food earlier to give to Furnick. I'm sure we have some left over, so I will pick up whatever is warmest and hold it out to the newcomer.
You think you have leftovers with Elibor?
You're so right. You guys have no food left.
This definitely caught Raid's attention, like 100%. Seeing as how Furnick seems to have it's not Furnick.
Oh no!
No. Seeing as how Todd, the other dad, less valuable.
The lesser dad, yeah.
Oh.
sorry. The vampire dad has this handled. Rain is going to kind of be sitting like off where he was before. He's still got the helm on, but he's just trying to kind of remain as still as possible. Mind you, he still has the helm on, so his eyes are glowing red.
The vamp dad.
The vamp.
I could hear Tori take psychic damage when I called Todd the lesser dad.
Yeah.
No, honestly, Tabby, I fucking love Todd, but you know what I love more? Your canines.
That's wild.
Yeah, it is pretty fucking wild. I agree. Anyway,
I still stare at the picture.
So Ayla is just doing nothing, sitting still.
Yeah, he's trying to be as like intimidating and scary as possible.
With glowing eyes of the dome.
Yeah, he's spooky.
I'm reaching out to hand your character some food.
He kind of like sits up slightly, like moves the hand that was out down into the bag. That kind of like leans forward, like starting to reach for it, and then in like a quick motion, he like grabs it, and then immediately presses himself back up against the tree, and then just kind of sits there, like hand in his satchel bag and seemingly clutching something.
This is a strange place to be searching for food. What brings you here?
I fled, got on a boat, I believe is what it's called, and I've been here since then. I don't know how long that was. He just kind of like starts quietly muttering to himself, like trying to come up with more reasons why you should not hurt him.
I am not going to hurt you. You do find yourself in a dangerous place, however. One it is not recommended to be alone in.
Where is here?
You did just not know what a boat is, so I reckon saying Gamside is not gonna be helpful. It is a Will you come join us in camp? We will watch over you for tonight, and perhaps we can understand more about each other in the morning.
He just like silently and slowly starts to stand up, hand not leaving his bag for a second.
And then he runs off, and we never see him again.
Yup. You know, he's like slouched over and like kind of into himself and like cowardice, and would slowly follow you to the camp or back towards where the fire is. Yeah,
No
as,
fire.
as like you got like closer to see him, his eyes are bloodshot.
Sit him down, make sure he has that food. So
He very
say,
much does.
What do you have in your bag?
He will kind of just hesitantly and slowly pull out what he was already clutching, and he pulls out this like white, jagged looking crystal, and a part of it is already like sticking in his hand, and there's blood like flowing down it slightly. He just kind of holds it up.
Okay, does this crystal look like he's been stabbed, or like it's like embedded into him?
It looks like it's stabbed him. It's where that gash was previously. There's like a point of it is like sticking into that gash.
Would you like help with that?
Just kind of like lets go of it and puts it back in his bag, not really caring about the fact that it's bloody.
Okay.
It's like, I'm okay now, thanks. He'll start slowly eating whatever was given to him.
You may call me Todd, but may I call you?
I'm Talzin. I go by Talzin.
This here is Rain. I would gesture towards the intimidating helmet.
He like actively scoots back a little bit, and his tail kind of curls around him slightly.
He didn't even realize that Rain was there.
No, he had no clue. He was more paying attention about that guy with the fucking lightning glaive, intimidating the fuck out of him. So notice Rain.
How close is it morning?
Pretty close. Maybe an hour before dawn.
Okay. I'm gonna reach
Not
over
even.
and wake up Hallamore.
Okay.
Because she would still get a long rest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will reach over and wake up Hallamore.
Okay.
Halibor, like, wakes up, like, all smiles, good morning, Dad, and then, like, looks over and just, like, screams when she sees someone familiar.
She screams, and he like jumps back a couple steps and like stands up again.
No,
If Halibor is
I think what she'll actually do, she just like for like a split second, she just kind of like blinks,
Oh,
and
yeah.
she's like, "Furnick!"
Yeah.
And then like wipes her eyes a bit, and like that's when she screams.
And then he jumps back and is like all terrified and shit. He's all
It
spooked.
is.
At
It is-
Helibor's
okay.
screaming, Rain would stand up and draw his weapons.
What? Why?
Oh. The moment this is done, Talzin like rams his hand back into his bag, pulls the crystal out, clenches it harder, and like the blood on his hand and the crystal immediately starts glowing and like flowing and like levitating and floating around his hand.
Todd stands up and says, "Everyone, calm."
Does Rain
Taliesin?
recognize this form of magic?
You can roll Arcana.
I tied my dice back shut. Hold on.
God fucking damn it.
Me struggling. Okay,
When are
where's
you
that
not?
dice?
That's the charm.
Oh, fuck. Don't listen to what I just said. That was a natural 20. It does make it a 26, because, you know,
You would
Rain's smart.
you would definitely recognize this as some form of blood magic, I believe. Am I right on that, Tate?
Pure blood magic.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Very illegal.
I don't think
Rain.
Rain knows enough about the laws of magic to know
Oh, probably
that
not.
it's illegal.
Probably
Oh,
not.
no.
But-
Yeah, Rain would have no idea this is actually illegal. In fact, like, his crowd that he hangs around probably uses this more often than not.
Mm-hmm.
Laws, what are those? That's the real reason Rain's wanted is because he's unknowingly breaking all these laws.
Anyway, Todd will say, "Everyone, calm. Rain, Vi, you've."
Rain being completely different right now.
Hellebore, this is Taliesin.
When and why?
Just a few minutes ago, and we have yet to discover Vi.
Rain is trying to keep like that whole edgy, scary demeanor going.
the entire time this has happened, I'm used to saying for now. Talzin has been like listening, like hearing what Todd has been saying, but his eyes have not left Rain.
Rain's trying to play it off as like, oh, this will be easy. And after
He is also
looking...
he is actively trembling.
Oh,
He's physically
no.
trembling.
Yeah.
Rain, after looking the Dragonborn up and down, will just kind of like give like a scoff of almost disappointment. Sheath daggers.
Right.
At the daggers being sheathed, he stands there idly for a couple seconds, and then kind of still holding the crystal, unclench it slightly, and the blood that was floating around his hand will just kind of fall. And then he just stands there holding the crystal again, just not trusting anything that's happening anymore.
I don't believe it is beneficial for any of us to be making enemies here.
Rain almost, you see, like, for a brief moment, Rain, like, goes to speak, but then, wait, gotta keep that demeanor, and, like, shifts back to the intimidating stance.
I want to smack Rain in the back of the head hard enough that the helmet falls off.
Roll athletics.
Sure.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I will note now that as you're
Ah,
able
damn.
to
Only
see
9.
him, like now that you're able to like see him more in the light, uh, this like his scales look less draconic and look just more regular, like reptilian. I don't know if there's like a huge difference, but I imagine there would be a little bit, just out of pure distinction.
Okay.
Like, and where, and he has, and like very noticeable on his head, he has a couple. He's like relatively covered in, like what the scales you can see are like scarred quite a bit. But the most notable one that like immediately would catch everyone's eye is that there's a really fucking gnarly one that starts like just between his eyebrows and goes back across the middle of his head and down the back of his head and then disappears into the bandages he's wrapped himself in. Where a lizard folk might have their fro.
Hmm. I see.
After being smacked, Rain would just look to Todd and ask, "How do we know they aren't connected to the creature? Or perhaps they are the creature that we are hunting?"
They don't match any of the descriptions we've been given.
But how peculiar is it that they show up in camp in the middle of the night when we are supposed to be out hunting? Nighttime is when this creature is supposed to come out, no?
I don't think we've been told that.
I am not going
But
crazy,
it's-
am I?
We
I
were
feel like
told
that
it,
was
like,
mentioned.
You were
That was
told by
vague.
Aeolin that the creature in the temple comes out at night.
Fair. But it is also almost morning.
Mm-hmm.
Almost doesn't make morning.
We are 6 hours away from the temple. We are 1 hour away from morning.
Never said anything about the creature having to return by morning.
Todd will just like shake his head and say, "There is a place for distrust, Rain, but you should not turn away potential allies."
We are not letting this kid in this fight.
I tilt my head to Rain.
You're
I'm
not
not-
serious.
I am not suggesting he accompany us. I am suggesting that we not treat him as an enemy. He is clearly scared, hungry, alone.
How do we know that last part?
I looked at Taliesin. Are there any with you?
No, I'm alone.
Taliesin,
Hello.
go on, Helibor.
Yes.
Yeah. I was about to say, Helibor is looking at dude, like she would if she encountered like an injured animal. Like
Yeah,
you can see.
his hand is still bleeding and like dripping down his fingers.
Yeah, like there doesn't seem to be like any suspicion here. No, it would probably logically make sense for her to be, but like I don't know. I feel like she sees like the shaking and the cowardice and is like, "Oh my god, same dude."
Oh my god, you're literally me for real.
She will kind of do like the injured animal approach, like, you know, smiling like as non-intimidating as possible, and kind of gesture to the hand.
First of all, it's very nice to meet you, Talzin. I'm Helibor Miley Devlin. Do you want me to look at your hand? It looks, quite injured.
just for the sake of it, that has like so you don't actually waste anything on this. Up till like right now, it has been mostly flavor. He hasn't like actually he isn't injured.
Mhm.
I just so you're aware, you don't like waste any spell slots on this.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah, he just kind of like looks at his hand and is like, I mean, yeah.
Rain is watching this interaction very, very closely, and he seems a bit, taken aback at first by this. You can't tell much though because of the helm. It is admittedly covering. Rain's typically you can tell what he's thinking by looking at his face, but because of the helm, you can't really tell that as well.
So the helm
Uh,
didn't get knocked off.
I only rolled a 9, so.
Okay.
But Todd will say, Taliesin, please our ways and tell us your story. Why are you here? And then that's where I'm gonna go. I guess.
Okay.
All right. And
Oh my God,
I believe that is probably a good place to end off session anyway.
it sounds good, Date.
Thank you.
Begin.
Thank you all for coming. Oh, wait, hang on. Thank you all for coming, both viewer and player. And I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.